Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So today, as you can see, back in the garage, we have the Evo 10 and it's kind of pulled apart at the moment because we're actually changing something around in the interior. I didn't film pulling the interior apart, but pretty much there's not much happening. This is all we've got. These are all the factory parts that basically have the orange light that will be on when you have the lights on in the car. So some of them probably won't realize what they are, but as we put them back together, you'll see. Pretty obviously, we have the AC controls. Now, I did get a before clip before I pulled the car apart. So normally all of these lights, when they light up in the car, will be orange, which just kind of looks a little bit ugly. It should be like a nice white light. So thanks to the legend Ken, I have pulled all these parts out, shipped them off to him. He has changed all LEDs. He's even marked which LEDs, so I've gone with mostly white with some blue. So we've got white. My factory AC control system was actually not even working at all, which you'll probably see in the shots that I got of the before. So he did actually get me a new one, and he's changed all this to be white with some little secrets that we'll show you once it's all set up. And even the steering wheel is going to be in white lights. So this is the SST shifter surround and the Super Sport button, or the gear selector, the mode selector for the gearbox. Those are going to be in a mix of white and blue, I believe. So we've got blue, but the gear that you're not in will be white. So yeah, you'll sort of see what I mean. I do have a garage door opener that I sent to him as well, but I haven't actually got this ready to install yet. So I'm going to leave that for now, but when I do, it's probably going to go there, but I want to get it all fitted up first. So yeah, that's what we're going to be doing. Obviously, I've had to pull the car apart, so this doesn't look like much. But if we come over to the car, so the dash is, well, not the dash, but most of the interior. It's probably a little bit dark in here, but it's all very pulled apart. So yeah, we've got all the center console out. We've got the steering wheel off as well because we had to pull the steering wheel apart to get those little couple of LEDs off. So yeah, today I need to put all of this back together, see how it looks. Afterwards, I'll probably quickly show you how it looks, but we do have one more part that Ken is making up for us, and that is going to be a Footwell Lighting kit. So there's an OEM Footwell light kit that's in blue or red. I don't really want blue or red lights. I want white. So he's actually going to custom make me an OEM style Footwell lighting kit. So we'll also install that in the video later. But first, I want to get all of this back together. I've shown every single part of this, how to pull it apart and put it back together before. So I'm not really going to film too much of it. Like, I've got a full video on converting, if you have the earlier model Evo, converting to this style with like the piano black cubby holes. I've got a video on that. So if you want to see how that's done, check that video out. I've obviously got the steering wheel pulled apart. I've got a couple of videos on the steering wheel, so definitely check those out if you want. But yeah, everything I've done, I've shown a video before, so I'm not really going to focus on filming too much of it. I'm just going to try and get the car back together and show you guys how it looks. If you're in Australia, then I will put you in contact with Ken if you would like to do the same to your car. But first, yeah, let me just start grabbing parts, start putting things back together, and show you guys how it looks. All right, guys, a couple of days later, haven't got the last parts to do the Footwell lighting yet. So I'm waiting to those to sort of show you guys the full reveal, plus one other part is coming. It'll sort of change the look up a little bit. But so yeah, interior lights are mostly in. Just waiting on that one more. And while waiting, I ended up deciding I really needed some other LED white lights. So I got this, I think the brand's called stedi, not too sure, but something that I've been putting off doing. I don't know why. I used to think it might not really suit, was doing some LED number plate lights. Now, since sort of changing the tail lights, putting LED bulbs into the reverse lights, and obviously these are all individual LEDs, I've noticed, especially when comparing to the RS3, that the number plate lights are very yellow and dull. So I'll pick these up, going to swap these out as well. So I chuck this into the same video, obviously. These look pretty simple to do. So if we open this box up, let's chuck the camera down. Now, I've never pulled these off before, but when opening the box, it is just this tiny little thing that looks like a little bolt or a screw holds it in up here. So I don't think you have to take the bumper off to get to them. If we have a look up here, see that is the existing one. So what I might do is maybe get a quick before shot, and then I might just swap one over so we can see the difference. Also, in my before shot, I might actually turn the RS3s on as well, so you can sort of see the difference now, obviously. So don't mind the messy garage, but I just turned the lights on both cars, as you can see. So yeah, the RS3s ones under there, you can see we've got two nice white LEDs paired with the tail lights as well. Just the overall lighting of the car, look at the car at night, looks super modern and nice. Whereas mine looked a little bit more yellowy and old down the bottom here with these license plate lights. Now, like I said, I just put the lights on, so the tail lights are on, but it seems like these aren't even currently working. I'm not sure why, so don't know how long that's been the case, but last time I drove it at night and had the lights on and walking up to the car, you could see the yellow, so I don't know. Going to change these out now, so kind of wanted to do one light changed, one sort of old, one new to show the difference, but it seems like they're not currently working. I'm not sure what the deal is, but either way, turn the lights back off. I just had a look, and it's just a screwdriver we need. So we'll pop one of these out. Should just be a quick plug, and we'll put it back in and yeah, see how it looks. Alright guys, hopefully you can see, but underneath the car, we've just got a Phillips head screw on either side. I'm trying to just do that one hand while I hold the camera. Okay, so as you can see, we've got our new one. This is our old one. So we popped the two screws out. This whole thing came out. We just had the one clip to undo here, which was this one. So pop that, and the whole thing will slide off. So this is the cover. Take that away, and this is our existing bulb. Now I believe possibly the reason why mine weren't turning on, I think both these bulbs were blown out. But so what we need to do is we need to twist this, pull that out. So now all we have left is this casing and the cover. I believe we don't reuse those. So slide those away, pop our bulb out. So all we're needing now is this piece. So if we grab our new light and we connect, we then just grab the camera back up. We would then connect this in here. So let me just get that real quick. So that's now connected. We'll feed this up into the holes. So sorry, just laying down so I can get this up. So we'll try and feed that wiring up into there. And then we will just put these two screws in and hold this back into place. So you can see I've already done the first one. So yeah, wanted to do the before and after, but I think these were both blown, which would make sense because they've been on the car since 2008. So yeah, I'm going to pop these two screws in, turn the lights on, make sure they work. Now what I'm going to do is obviously at the end of this video, after I've got the last part that I need for the interior, I'm going to take the car out at night so we can see these, we can see all the interior lights and see the difference that's overall made. But just thought I'd chuck this part into the video for now because it makes sense. We're doing lighting, wouldn't do a separate video just on these, but we just, yeah, sort of show the process as well. I'll put a link to these as well. But realistically, you could probably just buy an LED light to go in here. Should probably do the same, or you can just buy these direct replacements. So yeah, pop a couple of screws in, turn the lights on, we'll see how they look. Okay guys, well, it's actually like close to 2 weeks later because I got really sick, so I wasn't able to finish off this video until now. But the last part that we need has arrived. So this is it here. And what it is a OEM style Footwell Lighting. So you can see it's come with all the instructions as the OEM part would. Normally these just come with red or blue Footwell lights. I didn't really want red or blue, so this is a custom version. So you can't really get the OEM ones anymore. They're pretty hard to get anyway, and they only come in those two colors. So this is a sort of reimagining, I guess. This has been made up by Ken, who did all the other interior lighting for me. This is a kit that he's thinking of selling, so he's sort of keen to see if other people will be interested in it. I personally think that this would do really well. But so he can modify these to be any color you want. It'll all be OEM style because he has the OEM version in his car and has had a few of them and everything. So he's made it exactly the same, but he can make the lights in any color you want. Now, obviously, I've gone with white. I just want an OEM sort of look lighting, just the white Footwell lighting. So he's even printed out all the genuine instructions that he's photocopied because it's all exactly the same. Now, he has slightly modified mine as well, which we're going to check out because it's got a little knob on there, a little dial, where I can brighten the lights, because what I wanted was for mine to basically run anytime the headlights are on. Whereas the OEM version of this, it only is on when you have the doors open in the car. So with the RS3 that we have, with our old CX5 we had, the Footwell lighting is just on at night. And I think it's a really cool feature. So that's what I kind of wanted to replicate. So yeah, Ken's made this up. We're gonna have a go at installing it today. It should be all pretty plug and play. You can see the plugs there. So yeah, we're gonna see how we go. So we'll pop it open, have a look at the instructions. I've got the rest of the interior all back together, but I figured I would, before showing you that sort of how it looked, we would finish it off with this. So yeah, I'm gonna get this open, have a bit of a read through the instructions and see what we need to do exactly, but looks like it should be fairly straightforward, a pretty easy DIY. Okay, so with everything out of the packet, you can see just how well he has packed it all. So we've got the two lights themselves, got our wiring, plugs, even included some zip ties, and he's even got the bolts and nuts, washers, everything all individually packed. So nice detail there. And then this is the instructions. So as he said to me, it's all just in Japanese, but you just basically go off the pictures. So shows you what tools you'll need. I don't think we're going to need some of these things because he has already pre-done things like heat shrinking and everything. But we'll see just how we go, I guess, as we go on. But yeah, I think it's just going to be screwdrivers pretty much. But yeah. So looks like we've got to pop some dash interior pieces out, run some lines down, and bolt some lights in. So I'm just going to start doing what I think I'm going to need to do. I don't think we need to do any of the connecting pins, but I'm not too sure. I think that's why he's sort of done it the way he's done. So yeah, I've got really no idea what I'm doing so far. I'm just going to start trying to work it out as I go. I think everything will sort of come together as I go. So let me sort of start working it out and I'll show you guys where I got to in a little while. All right, guys, so bit of an update here. I have got a bit of a mess, as you can see, of wiring, but I've got a start to it. So I wanted to sort of test everything out. I was very confused by this at the start. I had a bit of a chat to Ken, who made the kit, and he sort of explained how easy it all was. So basically, you had the one wire with the little switch on it and with these little end pieces. Now, obviously those go into the little LED itself, so that was easy enough to work out. And then this is the wire that then you would run the other end of it round to the other side of the car. But then we had this other wire which had the plugs on it. So obviously this one pin to one pin, we connected that. Where I was confused is where does this one go? So basically what I did is I run this, it was bought it from Club Spec Customs a while ago, but it's like a harness piggyback adapter, I guess. I bought this to run my boost gauge. So this plug normally was going into this one here, which originally came out of the unit back there. So in the directions that came with the with the kit. It explains that because if you don't have this, you would just do what I originally did when I bought the boost gauge kit and unplug and plug straight into there. And then you've got sort of a piggyback, so the male end will go in and the female end will connect to the other side. But basically what I had to do was unplug this Club Spec Customs extender and then just plug one end into this plug the other end, connect back to where I have my boost gauge run to, and easy done. And then I put the ground in over here into this bolt, done. So that's now all wired in basically. I've only got one of the lights connected because I still need to run the wire through to the other side and obviously mount where I want the light to go and tidy it all up. But I just wanted to sort of test it. So that's what you have to do. I've turned my accessories on my car and I've turned the headlights on. So now, because we have this little switch here that he added, you can see it's working. We've got a dimmer, so we can turn it down and up and completely off if we want. So that's super cool. And the other thing I did is I jumped into the car and I just tested it out because what I wanted out of these was to not have it as the OEM style where it only lights up when the doors are open and then once you close the doors, the lights go off. I wanted this to be always on when the headlights are on. So that's what he has done. I'm not sure how. He's done some magic to make that all work. So I jumped in, I closed the door, started the car, and exactly what happened. When you have it on with the headlights, it's on. So yeah, that's how it's now all going to be working. I still need to obviously mount this up, but so to show you guys, basically that's all you really need to do is connect those few things, connect these lights themselves, and yeah, you just start running wires. So yeah, what I need to do now is run the other end of this wire all the way through the car to the other side, connect the other lights to these plugs, and sort of tidy everything up, put it all back together, and we should be good to go. But yeah, kind of easier than I thought, but just a lot of stuffing around running wires through, which is I'm about to start doing now. So yeah, I'm gonna start pulling some dash parts apart so I can get some wires over the other side. It's up to you how you want to do that. And yeah, we can chuck glove box back on, mount these where we want them, and we're good to go. So I'll update you guys in a bit when I have something more to show. But yeah, for now, start running some wires. All right, so a bit of an update. I have got the wire all the way across. So yeah, popped the head unit out, ran it up from here, tucked in through the head unit. I managed to pop the cluster, the gauge surround panel out and just sort of fed the wire along the top. You can now see that wire hanging down there. So I just removed the panel down the bottom with 2 screws. So I've got that wire hanging loose, ready to go. So what we need to do is obviously get these panels off here because this is where the lights do mount to. So on mine, it might be different for yours. We have these little plastic screws that you just undo that go in there. Then this whole piece will pull off. It's the same on the driver's side, which I have to get off yet. So yeah, you just have to sort of loosen some plastic paneling. Here's the little screw from this side. Other one in my hand is actually the driver's side one because I was going to show you that, but just as easy to show you on this one. And then here is the actual panel. So it mounts around here, the light. So in the instructions you'll get, it's showing both for left-hand and right-hand side, left-hand and right-hand drive. So the driver's side one is up top here. This is obviously the light. That's the 2 screws that you need to put for the light. So you need to cut this out, and this is the passenger one. So if you're in the US, this will be your passenger one, driver one will be here, or vice versa. But as you can see, this one here, we have this straight line, which indicates this line here. Then this curve down here is indicating this. So if we place this bit of paper on here and sort of line it up, it basically gives us the template of that's where so we would probably cut this piece out, tape it to it, get it all lined up, and then mark where we need to cut and just grab a Dremel and we'll just cut the square and the light will mount to it, all nice and flush with the provided screws that came with the kit, which I think I still have in the car here. We've also got the zip ties to secure the wire, which is cool. Haven't done that yet, but yeah, here's our hardware that we'll use. So yeah, basically now I just need to grab the other piece of the kick panel out, cut these pieces of paper out and sort of tape them, I guess, cut out where I want to cut, and then just grab my Dremel and we should be good to go. And just a bit of tidying up of the wiring. So I haven't actually plugged that other side in yet to confirm the light works, but I guess I can do that at any time. So yeah, I'm just going to grab that other panel out. I'm going to start marking out and cutting, and then it should be all pretty easy to go back together. So getting the wire through wasn't as bad as what I thought, because everything is just clips in your dash. So yeah, I just sort of sat here and I yanked on that sort of trim surround around the gauges, and I just sort of popped it out just enough to run the wire and tucked it all down there. So pretty easy. Yeah, that's about the update where I'm up to. So I think we'll be able to actually get this all done in the next hour. So yeah, I'll keep going and show you guys the next update. Okay, so a little update. We have cut out the pieces of paper to indicate where that we need to place the lights, taped them to the panels. So this one I already did. You can see, ran the light through. Still need to drill the holes where the bolts go, but I just used the Dremel and I've cut it quite tight, so it's actually a pretty firm fit to get in there. But yeah, so that light. Now we'll go straight in there. So I'll just drill these two little holes, and then I can actually bolt that piece to it, and we'll be done for that one. Do the same for this one. So very easy. I just got like a cheap knockoff brand Dremel. I'm not the best at doing it smoothly, but probably would be smart to cut this bit of paper out there, but I just thought, just leave it like that and I can cut over it, which is what, yeah, I already did. So yeah, definitely not, I'm not a master Dremel user. My cut isn't very straight and very good, but it clicks in there and it holds it quite tightly, and yeah, we'll just drill those two little holes and we'll be done. So now I'm going to do the other side, and then I'll break the drill out and I'll drill the holes as well. I won't use the Dremel for that, I'll just use a drill. And then, crazily enough, it's put everything back together, plug this. This is the only light that's not actually plugged in. The other one's still connected. So definitely leave one of these. Like if you want to do what I did and test out that everything works on one side. I did plug the other light in to test the other side real quick that it works. But yeah, I really connected that other one, so I didn't want to pull it back off. I just thought I'll leave that connected. So that's ready to go. And I just got to basically zip tie all the mess of wiring and work out how I'm going to put that as neat as possible. And then, yeah, we're good to go. We can start putting it back together. So I didn't think this is going to come together so easily, but it actually has. So I'm going to get this last piece cut, drill the two little holes, mount everything with our supplied hardware, and put it all back together. And then I'll just show you guys the finished result. So I'm pretty keen. Let's get it done. All right, guys, final update before I put it all back together. So this is how it all looks. So we've got the little rubber in between the LED and the plastic itself. So it should stop it sort of vibrating, I guess. We've got a washer on both sides and a little bolt. So that is now ready to go back into the car and connect. So I'll repeat the same process for this side, which I already actually have the light sitting in the car, so I'll move over there to do it. Start clicking things back into place, and I'll show you guys how it looks. So pretty easy process overall. I'm actually surprised. So yeah, last little stretch, and I'll get this all back together. Okay, guys, I have got the car back together. Took it for a little drive to test the lights out and everything, and I've parked up in a little underground car park area to sort of show you guys how it all kind of looks when it's sort of, I don't know, bright outside, dark in the car, just to really be able to see all the lights. So now I'm aware I haven't shown you guys any of this yet since putting it back together. I did film some of the clips, and I thought, no, I'll wait till it's all together to finish in the full results. So yeah, here it is with the obviously white and working, because these weren't even working before, light LEDs on the AC controls, on the SST surround. So this was blue originally. We did it as blue, as well as the Super Sport mode light. But we changed that out to white. I think it looks a little bit cleaner. And yeah, the blue sort of went purple as well at times, I think. But that I'm super stoked with. That looks really, really good. The AC controls as well. So he put a blue light here for the air conditioning, a red light here for the climate control, and sorry, orange one, and this one is a red one, which the engine has to be actually running to display that. I've figured out, but yeah, so it's red, blue, and orange. So as well as the actual dials themselves in all white, which looks super clean. Steering wheel, the side controls over here for ASC and the headlight adjuster. This one is currently not working. I must have not plugged that in properly, but that will be white as well. It's got to pull the steering wheel back off, which I didn't feel like doing this afternoon. Yeah, these lights here as well for the intercooler spray and the AWC. So all of that was a quick, easy project. What we did today was obviously the Footwell lighting. So it's actually on the dullest setting at the moment. I'm trying to I don't know, show my feet. So what I'll do is I'll pop the glove box, turn it off. So that's off. And that's on full bright. So yeah, when you're driving, you can really see your feet. It's pretty bright. Probably not going to have it on the full bright mode, but I do like that I have that little dial there, and I did sort of route it into the glove box, so I can just pop the glove box and turn it up or down. So that's like on about as low as it goes. So I close the glove box. You can see the little light there. I think you can still kind of see my feet. You can see it hitting the pedals down there. It's still fairly bright. It's still got enough on that lower setting, but I guess I'll play around with it as I go. So yeah, that's it. Oh, I guess I should show you also the number plate lights. So yeah, those are super bright and modern as well. Very, very bright compared to what it did have, which may not have even been working. I'm not sure. Don't mind the tow hook. I just got to take that off. But yeah, so with the number plate lights, the LED tail lights, and then all the interior, I think it looks super modern. So we'll like pop the window down. It looks way more modern. God, I had that beeping. That's everything. I just wanted to say a massive shout out and thanks to Ken who did all this. You know what I mean? I just sent him the parts and he modified them. So if you're local to Queensland or in Australia, I guess, and you want to get the interior lights done like this and you want to pull your interior apart and post it to him like I did, then he will be able to modify it to any color. I've gone with white, but he's done blue, red, green, pink, and now obviously white. So if you want to get that done, probably the easiest way is put a comment down below, and I'll try and get you in contact with Ken. Might be able to get his email address to pass on to you or something. But I don't know if he's really offering that as like a business. He's sort of just doing that for fun. But what I think he wants to do as a business is the Footwell lighting. So that is something he could ship off to anywhere in the world. Like that package you saw that I got off him, just has the instructions, has all the parts, and yeah, it's a DIY. He will make it up in any color you want. I've obviously gone with white again, but he's done green, he's done red, and he's done blue. The OEM version of that only comes in red and blue. So he's done a green one, now he's done a white one, and he's probably done some other colors I'm not too sure of yet. But the other thing is that he can do differently. So you can make it so it's wired to either your headlights like mine. So if I turn my headlights off, it turns off. Turn them back on, it's on. Doesn't matter if my doors are open or closed, they stay on. The way they work from the OEM versions is they're wired to the door switch. So he has those in his car, And he's done those for a few people where they want them just to come on as you open the door. When you close the door, they turn back off. I wanted the opposite. I wanted it to be wide to the headlights. So he's done that for me with that little dimmer switch and on-off switch. So I can just turn it off if I want as well. So you can choose whether you want it to be the OEM style, where it's just when you open the doors, you get some light, or it's always on when your headlights are on. So it will be all the same for you. He'll just make the wires a different way. I'm not sure how he does his magic, but that's what he's able to do. So yeah, if you guys are interested in that, again, leave a comment down below and I'll try and put you in touch with Ken. He's going to be, I think, offering them. He's been sort of testing the waters with, should it be a little business he does on the side? I think he definitely should. I think it's super cool and something that I think a lot of people would like. It'll be under $150 Australian, and he'll post them anywhere in the world. So if you're in the US, it'll be very, very cheap for you. And yeah, you can talk with him about what sort of colors and how you want it wired. So yeah, again, leave a comment down below if that's what you'd be interested in getting. I'll try and put you in touch. But yeah, that's it. That's the update for the interior. I'm really liking it. I'm going to take it for another drive now. If you guys think it looks cool, definitely let me know down below because I'm definitely liking it. But yeah, I'll end the video there. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video.